It's Knock Stiff Golf. I'm out here at Anchorage Golf Course and I'm going to play a quick 9. I just figured I'd play with a little half set today, try this whole course vlog thing. You can see I'm just playing with 4860, 975 hybrid and driver. And we're just going to have some fun out here. So number 1 at Anchorage Golf Course is just a pretty short par 4, 325, 350 from probably back here. So I'm just going to hit a little hybrid, try to get in position, and see what happens. Well, guess what? First tee shot kind of sucks, so it's a good start. Anyways, it's a nice evening out here. It's Anchorage, Alaska. It's probably 67 degrees, 8:15 at night. I've had a few people say, Kyle, you don't do enough course vlogs, anything like that, so figured I would try my hand at it again. I see so many people doing it really well that kind of discouraged me from trying it, but at the same time, just because people do it better than you doesn't mean there isn't room in the market for you to try something that's already being done. So I'm going to preface this 9 holes with, I just made a little quick swing change down on the range. Felt pretty good. I was striping it. Tee shot didn't really work out how I expected, but I play ugly golf, you know, nothing wrong with that. And I think a lot of us probably do. And it's really about how you score. So let's see what I can do with this approach shot. So I had 136 there. All I had was my 9 iron with the half set I'm playing with. So 9 iron goes probably about 145. I tried to choke down on it, kind of hit a little softer. Looks like I went a little long. Still got a birdie putt, so it's not the worst. So start off with a birdie. Can't complain there. I know these greens pretty well, which is going to be embarrassing when I 3-putt a few of them here coming up, but yeah, that's a good way to start. Also just want to showcase Anchorage Golf Course. This place is in such great condition right now for Alaska golf. This is just number 1, straight ahead par 4. Nothing exciting, but for Alaska, this is not what people expect for greens and views and shadows. Just looks great out here. It's kind of in my head that I would do these 9 and wines, and if you've watched the channel for any bit of time, you know that I've done commentary videos where I talk about stuff in the golf world, things that are happening. So I figured this could be my chance at kind of replacing the par 5 Fridays where I just talked about different golf things, and I could do it while I'm playing because frankly, people want to see more golf. Whether you're good, you're bad, it doesn't matter. I find myself watching 30 handicappers play and it's entertaining. You know, watching pros hit perfect shots, shot after shot, can sometimes get a little old, so it's fun to see some drama. So we're on number 2 at Anchorage Golf Course. You know, I've played this course a million times and I'm really sucky at telling you the whole distances. This is probably another 350. You want to be about right here in the fairway. Green is about over here behind these trees. So something, you know, 220 from back here from the blacks will put you in prime position to go for the pin. So I'm going to hit another hybrid since I don't have a 3-wood here. Well, I committed the ultimate sin on this tee shot and I went a little right, I think, into the trees. You really want to stay away from those trees because it kind of blocks your shot into the green, obviously. So the swing change, turns out it's not perfect. They never are, but that's the thing with golf is even if you hit these bad shots, sometimes it's hard for us amateurs to kind of take our medicine, punch out to the middle of the fairway, and then go at it at a wedge and give yourself a shot at par. A lot of times we want to try to hit that miracle shot, and 9 out of 10 times it gets us in more trouble, and that's where we get these double, triples, and quads from. So if there's anything I've learned this year is that sometimes just punching out gives me still a shot at par. So that's where we just came from. There's the green right there. There's position A right out there. And that's what appears to be my ball down there. So just clipped these trees and knocked it down. I'm going to take my medicine, punch out, and do exactly what I just talked about. Not the greatest contact off that junk, but you know what? I got it out. I'm gonna have a look at a wedge, probably looking at maybe 100-ish out. Just gotta knock it close, make our par. So I got 107 to the pin. I'm gonna hit my 48, which is not the club I would normally hit, but it's what I got. I hit a pretty decent knockdown. I don't know if I'd consider a knockdown. It's just kind of sawed off, choked down wedge, and looks like I probably got it like 15 feet or so for par, but give myself a chance, kind of take double out of the mix, and now I just got to make a par putt. Didn't quite save par there, but I'll take bogey from the trees sometimes because it's better than a double. So gave back my birdie. Oh well. Next hole, par 3. So next up we got the par 3 third at Anchorage Golf Course, playing 176 from the blacks out here tonight. Luckily I got a 7-iron, so I'm going to take that at it. Might be a little short, pins in the middle, but when you're playing with a half set, you got to improvise, so that's what I'm going to do. But let's just take a second and just admire again. This is Alaska Golf. Like I said, this is probably going on 8:30, 8:40 tonight. It'll be bright out here till about close to midnight, so yeah, I'm lying. 11:30 we'll say. But Alaska Golf is something else. I didn't hit that 7-iron too bad. Kind of turned it over a little bit, so I'm just off the green on the right hand side, but should be relatively simple up and down. And you know, par 3, sometimes par is a really good score. I also want to touch on the fact that I haven't done like a course vlog in what feels like 2 years. I did a couple crappy ones here in Alaska a while back, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just guessing. Now that I've seen enough, I kind of know the ins and outs to an extent, but one thing I didn't plan on, I'm shooting this all on my iPhone with a little speaker, or with a little mic, and my battery was at like 90%, but I just looked and I'm already down to like 60, so I'm really hoping it'll hold out for a few more holes. No promises. This might end up being like a 6-hole vlog, but it's not really about what score I shoot or how many holes I play. It's more about just the walking and talking, nining and whining. So, and walking, carrying my sticks, I'm out of breath already, so I need to get in shape because I feel like a fatty, but bear with me. Use the old Texas wedge out of the rough there. Got it within a couple feet. Tapping par. I'm going to take that on that hole. I kind of figure anything over 150, I'm pretty happy with par, usually. I don't know. Just depends. I didn't hit a bad shot there. I just missed the green. And you got to be able to get up and down from there. So I did. And on to the next, which I consider probably the toughest hole. Maybe on the course, but definitely on the front 9, is number 4. So we're looking at number 4 right here. It's par 4. It's pretty girthy. So something right down here is going to work. The more you can cut off the corner, the better. So hit something about 240 would be ideal. I don't have my 3-wood, so I'm probably just going to try to hit a soft drive around the corner. The green is back down here. There's water, everything like that. This used to be the old layout for the number 4, is you would go down this way, but it's kind of a quirky hole. Anything right down here, there's a valley, and it's kind of dead. So ideally I want to go right through this window and cut something right over there, over this hill. So well, I didn't hit that ideal. It kind of turned over on me for a draw instead of a cut, so we're gonna have to see when we get up there what that's looking like. Like I said, it's a really demanding tee shot. Normally I would just hit a 3-wood there, but half set I'm hitting driver. hybrid's not going to give me close enough to have a look. So you can see back right on that mound right there is where the tee box is. So you see that little window right there you got to go through. And then you're kind of coming around here. Sorry, crappy camera work. So right there is a good landing area right anywhere out here. And that gives you a look at the green that's down there, hopefully. You can see the mountains and everything like that, which is pretty dope. But I'm sitting right here on the edge. So I still have about 210 in to a front flag. And I think you can kind of see it way down there. Yep. Right there in the picture. So you got water on the left, bunkers on the right. The best shot right here would be probably laying up to a wedge, because I'm going to have to hit a hybrid, and you know what, it's for a course vlog, so of course I'm going to hit the hybrid, but realistically I might just lay up to like 80 yards, give myself a nice little wedge in, and again, take my medicine since I hit a bad tee shot and try to save par. Well, it's kind of a funky lie. Ball was a little above my feet, it felt like. So I turned it over, hit a draw. Looks like I'm on the back part of the green, so not exactly, I mean, I can't complain. I was 215 out to kind of a scary pin, so I'll take it. Now I gotta look for birdie, an unlikely look for birdie, but that's what I thought on number one. So let's try and make it, I guess. So this is another one of those holes where I feel pretty good about walking away with par here. Par feels kind of like birdie, just with the demand of the tee shot. Hit a not a great lag. I still had like 8 feet left, but sunk it. So another par, and that's kind of what I've learned a lot about my game this year. Is sometimes bad tee shots used to get in my head, and I feel like the best I could do would be bogey or double, but with kind of a newfound like confidence in my wedges, I can change my frame of mind when I hit a bad tee shot and start hitting wedges close and saving pars more often. So it's always something that you should be practicing and getting better at. So now we come to the par 4 fifth hole. Short little par 4, probably 330, 340 from back here. There's that rock that's right on this right hand side of the fairway. It's a memorial rock for a guy that was part of a big golf community here. They put a nice placard on there for him, but you want to be just left of that. If you hit it too far on here, there's some bunkers up there that you want to avoid, so probably just going to hit hybrid or 5-iron here, give myself prime position, maybe 130 out. So if I was better at club twirling, there would have been one there, but it's just a talent I've never acquired. Maybe it's because I haven't hit enough good shots in my life. It's probably the case, but I hit that hybrid pretty pure, and I hit it just left of the rock. Saw it kick a little right, which is ideal position for this hole, so hit a good one there. Can't be too upset about that. In terms of these course vlogs, I'm actually having a good time doing this. This is kind of fun just to get out, record again like I used to, how I kind of started out. And I haven't really thought about how much production value I'm going to put into these. I had this whole grandiose idea of bringing my drone out, doing a flyover of each hole and stuff like that. And I might still do it because this is kind of my home course, so I'd love to show it off a bit more, do kind of hole by hole flyovers and stuff like that, kind of reminiscent to like what Golfholics does with the Santa Luz club that they do. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with that course now from seeing all their course vlogs playing there, so we'll see what happens. I'm not really going to do the whole score overlay and stuff like that because I just feel like there's guys that are doing that great right now, and I just kind of want to show off Alaska golf, and that's been the biggest request of all the messages I get you know, like the 2 that I get, but it's people subscribe to YouTube because they wanted to see what it looked like to play golf in Alaska, and I've done a really piss poor job of showing that. So I'd like to do it more and get better at it. So that's kind of the goal. So as you can see, I'm about 100 out. This pin is right on a slope. They're actually tearing this green down at the end of the year because there's way too much slope for them to ever have any kind of serious tournaments here. So really on this pin, I want to kind of be on the right hand side where it's flat, because anything left is going to slope all the way down and you're kind of dead. So, well, makes 2-putting pretty difficult from there. So I got 100, I got about 95 yards left. I can either hit kind of my knockdown pitching wedge again, or I can try to muscle a lob wedge there. Most likely I'm just going to hit maybe try to get a lob wedge there. I don't think I took my Wheaties today, so we're gonna see how that goes. Well, now, judging by that divot you just saw fly, that was about as hard as I could hit that lob wedge, and actually looks like I went right at the pin. And from here it looks pretty good. I might be a little short, but that was about as all I could give it, and I got lucky. I should have gone a little bit more right. I went right at the pin, and it looks like it's sitting up there nicely. Missed a birdie there. That was very makeable, but felt good hitting that lob wedge how I did, and I gave myself a good look. So sometimes that's all you can do. Looking at this, number 6, it's a par 5. You got water way down there on the left, kind of guarding the green. So really just a good tee shot in the fairway. If you hit it far enough, you could set yourself up for going for it in 2. But from back here on the blacks, I'm just looking to get in the fairway and assess from there. So I hit a good drive there. Pretty happy with that one. Felt good, I think. Didn't quite have that noise I'm used to with hitting the rogue, but it's gonna work. It should be pretty much down the middle. I just want to take a second and, you know, applaud a lot of these guys that are doing golf vlogs pretty regularly. Like I think GM and Zach Radford, Golfholics, even like the Weekend Hack and all those guys. This is a lot of work, really, because you got to be sure you kind of showcase the course, show the holes, talk to the camera, which is not natural, I don't think, for anybody. It takes a little while to get used to. But, you know, even I'm thinking about this. I'm just playing 9 holes, and I'm going to have to edit all this up and make it look somewhat presentable. But, like I said, I'm probably not going to sink a whole lot of time into this first one. I'm going to see how people kind of respond to it, see if they even like this. Maybe it's too much talking, whatever. Get some feedback and kind of reassess how I'm going to go about doing these. But, you know, good job for those guys that do this kind of day in, day out, even with full-time jobs and stuff like that. And I'm having to switch hands a lot because this thing that I have that I'm holding it, this tripod, is kind of heavy, and I'm a sissy, and I can't seem to hold it straight out in front of me for very long. But like I said, I'm using my iPhone. I'm kind of taking a step back. I was about to pull the trigger on some new gear, and I read this pretty good, well, actually, I watched a video by this James Matthew guys that I made a post about, that he was just talking about he's had kind of the same lenses I've had for years, and he's made some incredible stuff with it. And he just upgraded his lenses and basically made a post about it's not the lenses that will make you better, it's not the new cameras, anything like that. It's about using what you have and getting better at telling a story, better at composition, all these things that I've gotten lazy with, thinking that new gear is going to correct all that stuff. So I've kind of taken a step back and said, hey, I have an iPhone 10, I have a pretty decent Canon M50 that is more than capable of doing the job, so learn to use those before we think about upgrading. So there's my 2 cents on that. So just got up to my ball here in the middle of the fairway. I'm probably about 210 out, it looks like. You can kind of see the pin from here, kind of tucked behind that tree. There's water over here, bunker over there, and bunker's even short right here. So probably gonna go for it just because it is a course vlog, and it's like, why not? You know, I'm out here for fun with a half set, just seeing what's gonna take place, and this is the time to hit a great shot. So probably gonna hit another, I don't know, the hybrid might be too much for this shot, so I may just hit a 5-iron and see if I can run one up there. So kind of lost my balance a little bit on that 5-iron, trying to give that a little extra muscle. Just came up just short of the green, which was okay. It was a good miss. I was kind of questioning whether I could hit that 205. I usually hit my 5-iron like maybe 200 if I pure it. I hit that one pretty solid, but just didn't quite get there all the way. So I got a nice look basic chip at Eagle, and let's try to hole it. So as you can see, I just came up just a little bit short. It's okay. Yeah, I usually actually putt these because it's so tightly mown that I just don't like chipping a lot of these. So I'm gonna try the old Texas wedge, see if we can drain it, but at least get in within tap-in distance. Kind of a piss poor attempt, but still got a birdie putt to look at, so let's make this one. So got away with the birdie there, even after kind of a crappy Texas wedge. I'll take it every time, every hole. So, you know, got away with one that I feel maybe got lucky. I just knew that green, it looks like it's gonna break to the left, but I just know basically go straight right there. So got away with one. I think I'm back down to 1 under, maybe even, whatever it is. We'll count at the end. I usually come out with buddies or whatever, but sometimes it's nice to come out by yourself and kind of reflect on what you're doing in life or in golf. Right now I'm kind of going through a bunch of changes that I've kind of hinted at on the channel, and I'll go into that more later. But you know, just out here able to kind of think for a few minutes by myself and do it while I'm playing something that I love to do, while I'm playing golf. So you know, it doesn't get much better than this. If you can get out for a quick 9 at your local course, or even like a little par 3, it's just nice to get out and do your thinking out here while you're playing a game. Sometimes your best ideas come out here, and it's nice to be able to reflect sometimes. So don't worry, I won't be getting too mushy on you. Just thought I would point that out, because I mean, you're out here in somewhat of nature, and it's beautiful, and there's hardly anything I'd rather be doing right now. So just try to do it more. We're on the 7th hole. It's a par 4. It's playing 388. Ideal shoot is right here. Drive out here, hit it as far as you can. Right here is a bunker, and there's a bunker here to the left. Green's about over here. So from back here, you're realistically not going to clear this hill like you can from the further tee boxes. And I'm just going to be hitting driver, looking for a fairway. So I got the drive I was looking for, hit kind of a baby draw right down the pipe. That swing change I was talking about at the very beginning, how it didn't seem to work on the first tee, it's starting to feel really good. And what I'm doing is, in a nutshell, is I'm feeling more weight on my front leg, and I'm almost kind of putting my weight on the front leg as I get ready to take the club away. And I mean, you can tear me apart in the comments about why that's probably not right or wrong, but that's what I feel like I'm doing, and sometimes feel isn't real, as we know with the golf swing. So it seems to be working. Maybe it's helping me turn a bit better. I'm not really sure if it's kind of feels like what I would be doing for like a stack and tilt almost, but the results have been pretty good so far, so I'm going to continue to do it until it doesn't work. kind of like with all my swing changes. So my apologies if my face is not always framed correctly. Holding it out like this, I can't really see what I'm looking at. So like I said, this is my first course vlog in forever. Kind of rusty on how to do this whole thing. Usually I'm with a full camera where I have a flip out screen, but it'll get better, I promise. And I know some people may be looking at me in a t-shirt here, just a t-shirt, my Lululemons, my True Links, but this is a Muni course, and you know what? I'm out here at 9 o'clock at night. I'm not too worried about polos and everything like that, especially when you're just trying to get in a quick 9. Sometimes, you know, you don't have that in your car or whatever. And sometimes I just like to be comfortable when I'm out here just walking 9 by myself. So I think a lot less emphasis on the dress code, as long as it's not too over the top. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. I think golfing in a t-shirt and shorts should be the norm. Polos are cool. I have too many, but t-shirts are good too. So like I said, position A right here in the middle of the fairway. You gotta avoid these bunkers over here. Got about 136 to a back left pin. You can see it right up here. I don't have my pitching wedge, so I'm gonna hit a soft 9 here, try to fly it in low, get it to skip to the back of the green back there. So I hit off the side hill and kicked it dead right. Looks like I got a really good look at birdie. Kind of left that out left, but little local knowledge is I know everything kicks right. And it just was a little baby draw, bounced off the hill just below the pin. So another good look at birdie. Let's see if we can drop 2 in a row. Never leave a birdie putt short, and I sure did. So wasted opportunity right there. I was kind of questioning the line I picked, and you know, you forget pace. So left it short, tap and par. I'll take it. Moving on to the 8th. So here we are on the 8th, par 3. Beautiful sunset going right now. It's playing 150 to the back pin. It's just over these bunkers right here. Funny thing about this hole, I was just playing it in a tournament, a scramble tournament the other weekend, and they did $5 KPs. So everybody in the tournament that wanted to pitched in $5 closest to the pin, scooped the whole thing. Yours truly, I knocked it to about, I don't know, 14 inches, scooped the whole $530 pot, and I made the mistake of telling my wife that I won that. So it's basically her money now, I guess. So anyways, I'm gonna hit a 9-iron, since that's what I got at it, and might come up a little short, but it's gonna be okay. I kind of sawed that one off for some reason when I was coming through impact, and came up short. So just hit the front, rolled back. So I'm just in the rough right there, just short of the green. Missed the bunker though, so got a little up and down work to do for my par here. Just had to snag a par there, a little up and down, made a clutch putt. I'm gonna take that from having to get up and down. Here we are on number 9, last hole of the night. A little note to self, if I'm gonna be doing 18-hole course vlogs, I'm gonna need to bring a charger for my phone because I'm down to like, I don't know, 20% or something like that. So I'm gonna have to bring an extra battery for that kind of situation, or switch to the full camera. But we're looking at number 9. Number 9 is a par 5. It's getting a little dark out here, but it's okay. It's enough light to see the hole. We're gonna be going straight down the chute right here. It's a par 5 that kind of turns this way. Again, I got room over here on the left to miss, but you don't want to be right here. Give yourself a shot for it in 2. Just need a good drive again. Need a fairway. So that's gonna work. Hit it down the left side of the fairway. Might have a peek at 2. So as I'm wrapping up this first course vlog, really would just appreciate your feedback on what you like, what you don't like. Did I talk too much? Did I not show enough golf? Probably not going to do a lot of shot tracers on this one. Maybe not be able to do them for a while. I've been trying to practice putting them on my swing, but to go clip by clip and do that is quite a commitment. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna put this together, see what comes out, and hopefully some people will like it. But yeah, if you haven't already, guys, click the subscribe button down below, leave a comment, like the video if this is kind of what you're into. I really appreciate all the people that tune in, no matter how small the number is. I just appreciate anybody that's tuning in to watch this kind of stuff. So let's go take a look at what we got for the next shot. Oh, bugs are coming out, but so I got about 210 left. You can kind of see the pin right back in here between these trees. A lot of room to lay up right here, but I'm about 212 out. There's a bunker just short here over the cart path. I'm gonna try to hit something at the pin and hopefully it carries enough to either bail out left, leave me an easy chip, or maybe get lucky. Like I said, I only got my 5-iron and my hybrid, so it's gonna be an iffy shot. I'm gonna hit probably the 5-iron just to be safe. So I hit it pretty good. I turned it over a little bit, so we're gonna have to see if I got lucky. It's getting kind of dark. I lost sight of it about halfway there, but it was on a pretty decent line. It should just kick down. We'll take a look. Well, came up just short, trickled in this crappy bunker, so I'm gonna have a fun shot out of here. Our bunkers here in Alaska just aren't really the greatest in terms of consistency or quality, so I still got a birdie putt. Looks to be about, I don't know, 15 feet, 20 feet maybe. Let's see if we can end on a high note. Well guys, that's it for my first course vlog in a long time here at Anchorage Golf Course, half club set. I want to thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Knock Stiff Golf. If you like this, like I said, please subscribe, like, comment, do all the things you're supposed to do on YouTube if you want. It is what it is. So guys, thanks again for tuning in. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.